Hey folks, hope you're doing great. This is Andre. So today I want to talk to you about a few things as they relate to winning and progressing. So what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, I hear a lot that people always ask tips and tricks and life hacks and strategies and tools and this and that for how to win in life, how to start a business, how to have that complicated conversation with a family member, how to sell and close the deal, how to learn a new language, whatever it is, whether it's a skill, it's a domain of life, whether it's a particular set of interests, and ultimately you have an idea that you want to pursue that and you want to succeed. So always a lot of us get stuck in this phase of preparing and planning, and although extremely important and although can give you an edge and an advantage in this highly competitive world, still, at the end of the day, if you ask yourself, who are the winners? If you look around, are they all having the best strategy? Do they have all the tools in the world? Do they have all the best cards dealt, to them on the table? Not really. Sometimes and oftentimes, the winners are simply people who actually took an action. I know it sounds so cheesy and so cliche, but hear me out. Just think about it. Actually stop and think about it. For example, a lot of the content creators who are successful, you might think, well, they had an edge because they have viral themes or topics, or they had somebody invite them on a podcast, or they had something else going and you are not as creative or not, as you don't have very many interesting topics to cover, whatever the excuse may be, right? And then you realize, no, they just did it. They just went ahead and recorded a video, like I'm recording a video right now, talking to you, spreading a message, giving you maybe an idea, a thought-provoking, tip or trick, if that's the way you would view this. But I'm simply doing this, and I could tell about some people around me in my life that they aspire to do the same, but they don't do it. They don't take action because of whatever the reason is, right? And then, well, am I winning, for example, compared to them by making this video? And remove the whole thing about success and all the flashy things and 1 million subscribers and $1 million, whatever. Just focus on the idea, okay, I'm making this video, maybe only 100 people will see it, but there will be somebody who will appreciate this, and I will provide value to the world. I will make an impact, whether small or big, but I will do it by taking this action, by recording this video, by spreading this message, right? Somebody else only thinks about it and not actually making it happen. So that's number one. If talking about winning, how to win, look around. The winners are simply doers. They are not strategic planners. I know when people think of business, they always think about CEO as a visionary. Oh, that's nice and cute, but CEO needs actually to work 16 hours a day every day to make his vision happen. Even when you as CEO who have multiple employees and multiple colleagues and partners, whatnot, you still have to get the work done. The vision doesn't happen, doesn't come to fruition by itself. That's just like some stuff for movies. So if you want to win, simply become a doer and then worry about your strategy plans and things like that. Now, the second piece to my message today is basically, well, if I'm taking an action but I do not feel like I'm winning, how can I check myself, so to speak, make an inventory check, right? Whether I'm actually on the right path. Well, the way I would do it, among other things, is to simply understand, am I moving forward? Progress is moving forward, getting closer to completing your goal, right? Getting closer at least to a milestone on the journey of completing your goal or achieving something, realizing your potential, whether it's a big thing, more abstract, whether it's something very specific and tactical. And the idea is like you can look back and understand, well, what actions did I take to get closer to that goal? Did I take an action that helped me to progress, that helped me to move forward, that helped me to get closer to achieving my goal? And if you look at it objectively as you can, and you sincerely believe that the actions you've taken, they actually moved you forward, then that you don't have nothing to worry about. Yes, you might not feeling like you are on top of the mountain yet, but at least you are climbing it, You're climbing the right mountain, you're taking the actions. Now, if you are impatient, and that's totally cool, I think actually patience is overrated. So urgency, healthy urgency and alertness, not the anxiety necessarily, but alertness is actually way better motivator than just being patient, in my opinion. But what I'm saying is, the speed is a different question now. The speed is a matter, okay, what can I do faster, more efficiently? How can I put not less hours, but rather how can I do more within the same amount of hours I'm spending? That's a different question, right? What we are trying to identify here, how can you check yourself whether you are progressing and moving forward? And if you don't feel like winning, well, winning is not all about feeling winning anyway, and it's just that high peak, level, that high where, oh yes, I won, I got this goal done, I achieved this, and this amazing. It's like, celebration for 5 minutes, and then you move on to the next thing. So it's truly about the journey, really. But what I'm saying is, I empathize with the idea when you feel like you are not winning, or you are not sure whether you're on the right path, or whether you're taking the right action, whether you're fast enough. I understand those things, but number one thing that you have to ask yourself, did you actually take the action? Are you actually moving forward, or are you truly stuck? You're doing the same thing all over again, you're going backwards, or you're not moving forward. So those two things I wanted to kind of give you today, that perhaps may be helpful on whatever the things that you are up to, whatever the things you are pursuing. One is, remember that to be a winner, you have to be a doer, you have to be an action taker. You can't just simply be stuck with your plans and strategies. And then if you don't feel like you're winning, you're questioning, you're doubtful, you're not sure, then just simply ask yourself whether you took the actions that helped you progress, helped you to move forward. So here it is. Hope this mindset trick will help you in achieving your goals, and I see you in the next video.